Hello, everyone. It's your favorite wrestler in the Southeast, Mr. Jackie Williams. And this video is a response to CJ Punk video about which brand is better for Raw or Smackdown. And in my video response, I'm going to say Smackdown currently is the better brand. As he pointed out, some facts, Smackdown is a brand where wrestling is what really matters. SmackDown's the brand where you see guys like Cody Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, even David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy, who are normally on Raw, are being aired on SmackDown. Yeah, they're tag team champions and they're able to do that, but usually the tag team champions at past times, they've stayed on Raw most of the time. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, they were on Raw for majority of the time, and now seems like they're using SmackDown as a way to gateway David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy, which I'm very happy that they are, but Raw is way too promo heavy. Like, I don't mind promos. I love promos. Sometimes if they're done right, they can capture everything that you need in a storyline. But every show is more about the promos on Raw, whereas every show on SmackDown has a split between promos and actual wrestling. With wrestling usually coming out as the dominant side. And don't get me wrong, Raw is very entertaining, but SmackDown, with people like Wade Barrett, Mark Henry, Sheamus, always come looking up strong through their wrestling abilities, and that's when they move on to Raw to actually further their promo abilities to prove that they are a total package and become maybe someone like Chris Jericho or John Cena. Not their talent per se, but you know, their level of popularity. Even now on SmackDown, you have more rivalries, more feuds, more storylines than you would on Raw, and they're not built through the promos. They're built through in-ring action, with the exception of Christian and Randy Orton, which has also been built through in-ring action. The past 3 weeks have been something that has to do with Christian and Randy Orton in some form of way. The past 4 months actually has been Christian and Randy Orton in the main event, and it's all through physical, not verbal. Then you go to the main event scene, you go to the mid-card scene, excuse me, and you have people like Cody Rhodes, who has been on a roll since last year when he first came out with their old dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick. And then it continued with a feud with Rey Mysterio that brought him into the grotesque gimmick, and now he's teamed up with Ted DiBiase again. They're being pushed as a new tag team. And then you have Ezekiel Jackson and Zack Ryder both being featured on SmackDown. You have Sheamus and Mark Henry in a feud that's more about who's a stronger man, who's a more physical person. And you have other talents like Tyson Kidd, Trent Beretta, JTG, Yoshitatsu, who are often on Superstars, but they're representing a SmackDown brand and putting on way better matches than you'd see from the Raw brand on Superstars or Raw period. There are some really good talented wrestlers on Raw, but they're not featured on Raw as wrestlers. For example, this past week, Alex Riley and Dolph Ziggler would have been a great singles match to gateway them into a title match for SummerSlam. And they didn't use that as such. Instead, they had Alex Riley simply come out, and it looked like they was gonna fight in the segment, but they left. It was a good segment, but again, I would rather have them use a match in that segment, in that spot, instead of an actual promo. So all in all, basically, I just wanted to say SmackDown is in fact the better brand right now, and it can change, and it probably will change, but right now SmackDown is a better brand, and it's really the one that has me tuning in every week more so than Raw does, even though Raw has great promos to help me tune in as well. I'm Jackie Williams, and this has been another video.